Hello there everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to share with you 3 lazy day witchcraft practices for spring. Personally, I am very fond of a lazy day every now and again, but sometimes when I need to take a more calm day, I also still want to connect to my practice a bit, but I want to do it in ways that cater to that calm energy of a lazy day. And so I figured I would share with you 3 of my favorites to do around this time of year. Use these as a jumping off point and feel free to make them your own. Change up the recipes, make them a little bit more unique, or use them in whatever way you feel inspired to. This really should just be a baseline. So I'm very excited to delve into this. But before we do, this video is sponsored, so let's hear a little bit more about that. Thank you to Rise for sponsoring this video. I've spoken about my sleep issues many times before, and as you know, I love finding new ways to help make falling asleep easier. And Rise's hot cocoa has been just the ticket. It's made with great ingredients like the adaptogenic reishi mushroom, cacao, and chicory. Additionally, Rise is 100% natural with no added sugars. It is vegan friendly, dairy free, and caffeine free. It is also non-habit forming, unlike other sleep aids and supplements. I am someone who includes a lot of food and drink into the daily rituals of my life. You know, I have to have my coffee in the morning. It's part of my wake up ritual, and I'm so glad to have this to add to my nighttime ritual. It's something to look forward to. It brings a lot of peace to my evenings. It tastes incredible. It's very chocolatey and just super enjoyable. The perfect way to close out a day. So if this sounds interesting to you, you can check out on their website using my promo code that you see on screen to get a discount. Thank you so much again to Rise for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it, shall we? Alrighty, welcome back. Let's dive in. First and foremost, no lazy day is complete without a cup of tea. Tea is a very simple form of spell work that I think is often overlooked, primarily due to its simplicity. But it being simple should not be a deterrent. It is still a very powerful way of working magic, and something that is very useful as an accompaniment to other magical practices. Tea, or anything that you may drink or consume, can be used to bring magic into yourself, either to work to enhance something that you are working, a spell or just a general practice, or it can help set the intention for the day. And so when it comes to a lazy day and I want to connect a bit more to my practice but not do anything too big, drinking a cup of tea to set the intention for the day or bring about a bit of magic to my day that I'm hoping for is kind of the perfect practice. Some of my favorite herbs for this time of year are chamomile, lilac, and mint. Chamomile is a beautiful, healing, calming, happiness-bringing, purification, protective, and prosperity-bringing herb. Personally, I tend to use chamomile in its tea form more for its calming and happiness properties. They work wonders, especially in tea form, and it's probably my favorite go-to for a lazy day. Though lilac and mint shouldn't be underestimated. Lilac can bring about a great deal of happiness, but it's also a protective herb and a loving herb, so those are great. And mint carries many properties with it. It is a healing herb. It also ties to fortification, so it will enhance the power of any working that you are doing. It also is a prosperous, purifying, and protective herb. Personally, I really enjoy its purification aspect in tea form. It helps me to kind of feel like my energy is flowing a bit better and I just feel freer. Of course, this isn't an exhaustive list of herbs, and you're welcome to make tea out of any herb that is safe to ingest and ties to the intentions that you want for the day. Making a cup of tea is a very simple practice for sure, but it is a powerful one and worth doing on a lazy day. The next practice that I personally really enjoy that brings a lot of brightness to my home and happiness to my heart is to make bouquets. Crafting a magical bouquet is very similar to something like an herb bundle, but instead of using dried herbs, we're using fresh herbs. And you're welcome to use really any that you desire. For spring, I am, of course, fond of lilacs, tulips, and daffodils. For this lazy day, I chose to work with tulips. Lilacs we covered, they're wonderfully protective and happiness bringing and also love bringing. Tulips tie to love, peace, protection, and prosperity. Personally, I really like that peaceful aspect that they bring to a home. And daffodils tie to luck, protection, and love. So if any of those sound right to you, they're perfect to bring into the home for spring. And it's such a simple practice that takes very little effort to just bring a bit of magic into your space. Not to mention, choosing spring herbs helps work the energy of the season into your home as well, which definitely enhances the energy and allows it to move more smoothly. Making a bouquet is yet another form of very simple magic that often is overlooked, but in its simplicity holds its power. There is no way to not succeed at that kind of a spell, and it is also a very quiet form of spell work, so it doesn't draw a lot of attention, and it's good for those of you that want to keep your practice a little bit more under wraps. Now, the final practice that I want to share, I think, is peak lazy day activity, perfect for mellowing out or really anything that you are hoping for, and that is to make a bath tea. Specifically, I make one at this time of year for calm, made out of chamomile, rose, and lemon balm. The chamomile and rose both tie to calm. They both are loving herbs, and with chamomile involved, it brings a lot of self-love, which I deeply enjoy. Lemon balm is also calming and fortifying, so it increases the effectiveness of the spell. To craft a bath tea, it's very simple. You gather your herbs, and typically I like to use a reusable tea bag. I am in the midst of moving right now though, and I have no idea where I packed those, so I just made the mixture in a bowl, and when I add it to the tub, you just gotta fish it out. Usually adding a strainer into the drain can be really helpful in getting it out so it doesn't go down the drain, but you're welcome to add herbs loosely to a bath or in a tea bag or whatever feels right to you. Just know that the level of cleanup is a little bit different with each way. But anyways, to make it, you gather your herbs, either place them into a reusable tea bag or mix them all together in a bowl. Make sure to add your intent as you're doing so and really sit with it. Breathe and place all of the energy of what you wish into it. Then toss it all into the bathtub, sink in and enjoy. You can also do this in a shower if you don't have a bathtub. Just throw the herbs about the bottom of the shower or hang them in the shower. As long as they're getting wet, they will release their aroma and thus the magic. I personally feel that no lazy day is complete without a bath, and especially a bath tea. You can make a pretty big batch of this as well to utilize whenever you desire. So it doesn't have to be made on a lazy day, it can be made in preparation for a lazy day. So with that, those are my 3 spring lazy day practices. If you have any lazy day practices that you personally enjoy, please comment them below. I love to see it. It always inspires me, and I'm sure it'll inspire others. Also, if you want to add on to any of these, maybe comment some herbs that you would prefer to use or other ideas you have, I would love to see the adaptions as well. And with that, it's time to close out this video. So if you can and would like to, I'd really appreciate it if you checked out my Patreon. There's your art, herbal profiles, book recommendations, and monthly workshops. Patreon is really what keeps things running over here, so if you want to support this channel, go check it out. I also have another channel where I share vlogs of my day-to-day life, my magic, herbalism, all of those good things, and I wrote a book. It's all about herbal magic and specifically spell work. So if you're interested in any of these things, all of them will be linked in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I can't wait to see you again soon.